y'all, it is your girl Kelcey Yvonne and welcome back to my channel. I am so glad to be back recording. I was gone for like a week and a half, so I'm going to explain why in today's video, why I was gone for a week and a half. I want to post like multiple videos a week just because it's so fun to me and I have no friends, so this is the only thing that I do is just like record YouTube videos and work and like, you know, go to school with who wants to do that. Alright, before I begin talking about what I want to talk about today, I want to go ahead and do a quick review of my hair. And before I say anything, I want to go ahead and say that I do respect her for starting this company by herself, just being independent and being, you know, on her way to becoming a black business owner. I truly respect anybody who has the courage to do anything, you know, entrepreneurship like. Yeah, I just support everything black owned, and if it's black owned, I support it. And if I can't support it, then I'm just gonna, you know, support it on Instagram. If I can't like afford to support it, I'm still gonna support you, you know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna follow you and like all your posts and, you know, still give you a shout out for doing what you do. So I applaud her for doing that. Now, where was I? I really forgot. Okay, so the hair itself is really good hair. I paid $370 for the hair and that's 4 bundles in a closure, so that's not bad at all. I paid $360 and I paid $10 for shipping. So I paid $360 for the hair. That's 4 bundles in the closure. The longest bundle I have is 28 inches, and I love the hair. The hair itself is great. Now, the one thing that I do have to say about the company is the wig units could be a little bit more perfected. As you can see, like, it's not flat, it's not a flat surface, it's not just, it's an imperfect wig, but she never claimed to be a hairdresser or anything like that, so it's cool with me. I'm fine with wearing it. I don't really care. I'm not Beyonce or anything. Ain't nobody here gonna be just perfectly laid, so I'm cool with that. That's just the only flaw. So other than that, the hair is great. The unit, it just might have been like my unit because I did have 4 bundles, but I've seen some other units that she made that are really pretty, so I will list her link for her Instagram page to go shop with her in the description box below. Alright, so today I just want to talk to you guys a little bit about my college experience that I've had from transitioning out of high school to going to a big like Division I university to transferring to where I am now, and just some things that I wish people would have told me coming out of high school. Just things that I was not prepared for. Things that they don't teach you in high school is how college is like a mental thing as well as education. My parents aren't college graduates. My grandparents aren't college graduates. Like, none of my immediate family are like college graduates, except I have like some great aunts and some great uncles who went, and I have like a cousin who went, but they're not my direct family. We're really close family, but they're not my direct family. Like, grew up with them in my household, so I really wasn't close to them as I was to my other family. Coming out of high school, I took like all AP classes in high school, just supposed to be like college preparatory classes and stuff like that, and those really did me no good. I feel like if you're in high school and you want to take, I mean, it may be different for some people, but for me, those really didn't do anything for me. I really didn't learn anything different than that benefited me any. And on top of that, my dad had went to jail my senior year in high school, so that really didn't help anything. But just me transitioning was really difficult. I was not prepared. Things that they don't teach you in high school is how college is like a mental thing as well as education. Yeah, of course, stay on top of your grades, go to class and do this and do that, but other than that, nobody else prepares you for like the mental transition that you're going to go through, how you're going to go from knowing everybody in your class and going to school every day, going to class, hanging out with your friends, talking to them, and really just joking around at school, to going to another school where you don't really know anybody. Well, I'm going to speak for myself. Like I said, I went to a huge Division I university, and I went to the University of Arkansas in Fayetteville, and that was just like hard. It just hit me hard. It just hit me really, really hard when I went to school. Like, I was like, what is this? Like, what is this? All these people that I don't know. It's people around me with so much more money than me. It's people just like, and I'm just walking around like, whoa, overwhelmed, and I was not in the best position. I thought I was really secure in myself, and then just being around so many pretty girls and people that had so much more money than I did, I just got really insecure really quick, and I fell into like, not a depression, but like a very insecure state of mind. School wise, I'm gonna just continue to talk about the mental transition before I get into like the educational, I don't even know if that's the right word to say, the book transition. Moving into my dorm room was really frustrating. I actually moved in with a family friend. I had no idea who he was. He took me all the way to Fayetteville, and my grandma wouldn't take me. Like I said, my dad was in jail, and I just thought it was really not cool because my sister, when my sister moved into college, she went into the same exact dorm as I did. She moved into the same exact school as I did, and we had like all my family there. My little sister was there, my little brother was there, my daddy was there, my aunts were there, my grandma was there, and it was just like a big thing. I moved into college by myself, so I think that really started off my year pretty bad. Not making up any excuses because everything happens for a reason. From that point on, once I got to Fayetteville, I was just immediately like overwhelmed. Like, I saw all these people around me, and I was like, what the freak? I thought I was like cool in high school, and then when you get to college, it's just like, whoa, I ain't that bitch no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the top notch of the motherfucking class, neither. Not saying that I was top notch of the class, but you know, El Dorado's a small freaking city, so everybody knows everybody, and everybody's literally cool with everybody. So going from that to literally nobody knowing you, nobody knowing anything about you, trying to basically build your reputation back up again with your collegiate classmates, what the fuck ever. That was that, and I was just going through a really tough time. I also got introduced to smoking weed, and I was skipping class and just not going to class at all, like at all. The second half of the semester, I didn't go to class at all. Not even on front, didn't go to class, stayed in my room and watched like Netflix, binge watch like Grey's Anatomy in my room like all day. Didn't go to class at all. I think I passed maybe one class, if that, and that class was like a freaking freshman career mandatory class that I had to take. So freshman semester, first semester was horrible. The second semester I was like ready to go home, but then second semester I came back and I got my life together real quick. I snatched it up. I got my grades together. Ended up passing like 4 or 5 classes. Not really sure, because I tried to get involved in some more stuff on campus and just tried to just save my grades, and it didn't work. It did not work. I actually went home and I took some classes at my community college back in El Dorado just to catch back up, to take all the classes that I messed up in, to make sure I didn't lose my scholarship and all that stuff. But I did end up losing my financial aid from that school, and I didn't want to go back and take that chance to put myself in a financial debt, because I did have my scholarship which paid for my tuition and fees, but I didn't have funds for my room and board. Neither nor did I have enough money for like an apartment at the time. So I just made the smartest decision and I transferred to another school, and I went to UCA. I come to UCA and like immediately like I'm depressed. Like I don't know anyone. Once again, it's just like starting over from square one, and that's something that I did not want to do. I was just had it set in my mind like I was going back to the university that I originally went to, and that didn't work for me. So when I came back to school and I came back to UCA, I literally just threw away everything that I worked for that entire year. And that first semester I was doing the same thing. I wasn't going to class. I was so depressed. Like I didn't even know I was depressed. I was so depressed. I was like gaining weight, and I was just so unhappy with myself at that time, and I wanted to go home. Like I packed up all my stuff at the end of the semester and put it in my car, packed up all my dorm stuff, and like signed out of my dorm and was going home. Like I had it in my mind that I was going back to El Dorado, and that did not happen. My grandma did not allow me to come back home. She would not allow me to come back home and go to school, which I thought was very unfair at the time, and I feel like that decision kind of messed me up, but it also saved me at the same time, because who knows where I would have been if I would have stayed in El Dorado. I packed up all my stuff, and she made me pack it up right back up and bring it right back up to Conway, so I had to come back to UCA. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna make the best out of it. So I started being more involved, not on campus. No, I wasn't involved on campus. No, I wasn't. No. I had a few friends, and I did stay on top of my classwork and stuff, but involving on campus, that's never been me. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Like, I've never been like the best student. Like, I'm not the best college student. I'm most definitely not the best college student. My grades are not great. Of course, I try to maintain a decent GPA, but other than that, I really don't care about having the highest GPA in my class, which is okay with me. Didn't care about it in high school, don't care about it now. And I'm not involved on campus. That life is not for me. I've decided that. I tried to be involved on campus once before and did not work. I'm socially awkward especially with people that I do not know. So if I don't know you, and I'm not gonna like just try to talk to you, that's just how I am. And I'm trying to come out of my shell, but that's just how I am. Where am I? My focus is like passing my classes, getting credits, and getting the going down. Other than that, I'm really not interested in like school events, football games, basketball games. Like, the fuck, I'm not going for that shit. I'd really rather go out there and pluck cotton. Seriously, we go out there rather than pick cotton for hours. So that's where I am today. Currently taking online classes, and probably going to go back to the classroom next semester. Yeah, so that's where I am mentally. I'm in a better position than I was in. I just had to, you know, get to learn myself, learn what I didn't like and what I didn't like for myself. I was really consumed in trying to be like everybody else instead of trying to be like myself. So now I'm just like fully open and aware that I am myself. What the fuck is that, ant? I'm over this apartment. Today I'm in a better position than I was my freshman year, and my advice to people that are going into college fresh out of high school that don't have like parents that'll stay on your case about your grades, and don't have parents who have been to college who can't really, you know, give you that advice. My advice to you would be to, for one, just stay in your own lane. Distracted by what everybody else is doing and what everybody else is wearing and saying and stuff like that, because none of that stuff freaking matters. So stay in your lane. It's going to be really hard. It's a mental challenge, but you have to do it in order to be successful in college. That's the main thing, is staying in your lane and staying focused. It's more than just like academics. It's like a mental challenge to stay focused. So stay focused. I can't really give you any advice on how to keep your grades high, except for like do your homework. But I do study when I absolutely have to. But like, if I think I know the material good enough, then I'm just gonna go wing it, and most of the time it works. But if I have to study for a test, I'm gonna study for. I'm not even gonna flex. Like, I hate studying. Like, I hate homework. I absolutely hate college. Like, I hate college. My number one advice will be to stay in your lane, and then also if you feel like you're like slacking, reach out to somebody that you know who's been in college, or upperclassmen, because I'm pretty sure if they're a senior, they have been through a few breakdowns or two, been around the block once or 3 times. My thing is, if you make it past freshman year into sophomore year, then you basically made it. And after that, it's just mainly you already know where you are. You know what you know your field's gonna be, or you're like me, you still have no idea, but you're really not focused on other things like you were your freshman year, like going out to parties and being seen and stuff like that. You're more like focused and down. Third thing I would say would be to focus on yourself and not compare yourself to those around you, because it's okay if it takes you 5 years or 6 years to graduate college. That's okay. You're in your own lane. I'm looking around and I'm seeing everybody that's graduating around me. I'm supposed to be graduating this year, but I'm not, and I'm really not upset about that. I really don't know when I'm going to graduate. I just know that, like I said, I'm in my own lane and I'm going at my own pace. I don't let my family members like discourage me from what I'm doing. They're always pressuring me like, when are you graduating, 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 when are you graduating. Like, listen, honey, leave me alone. Let anybody make you feel like you're not enough, you're not good enough, that you're not moving fast enough, because you're moving okay. Like, if you have to take a year off, that's fine. If you have to take a semester off, that's okay. There's nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with it. Nobody is in charge of your collegiate career but you, because at the end of the day, you're the only one that's gonna be using the damn degree. Don't let people pressure you into trying to pick up the pace and go a little bit faster. Just go at the pace that you're most comfortable with. Direction is more than speed. You can be trying to speed and hurry to get to the finish line and be going nowhere real fast, because you can get to the finish line and you're gonna be like SpongeBob meme, like block out everybody else. That's what I do. Like, I literally just block out my friends, my family, nosy people on Facebook asking me when I'm gonna graduate, because it's none of their business. Like, I don't care what people are saying. I don't care what other people are doing. I don't care if you graduated 3 years, and I don't care if you graduated in 7. Like, cookie for you. That's great, amazing. But you know what? Kelcey gonna do her own thing, and I'll see your invitations whenever that time is. So that's really all I have for y'all today. I plan on doing a lot more sit-down videos, and I plan on upgrading my camera as well. I plan on getting a vlog camera, so it'll be more convenient than toting this DSLR around all day. And I just plan on really expanding my channel. I really don't care about like viewers and subscribers and stuff like that.
Please subscribe to my channel.
I really just enjoy like recording and just putting out some content for people who do watch and people who are watching. So I really appreciate y'all who are watching. I don't know. Roaches don't know about those. Fix the wig real quick.
I spend time alone.